Well, 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 look at this. What do we have here? What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. Thanks for pressing play. Today, we have a C7 here that needs a couple things. We're gonna teach my dad how to use the C7, and we're also gonna change the oil on it because it's a used car, a brand new used car, we'll say, and you never know. So we're gonna change the oil and show him how to do a couple different things. And honestly, some of these things are things that a bunch of you guys probably don't know how to do on your C7s either. So let's do it. All right, so we're gonna start on the inside of the car because there's a lot to learn in here for someone who hasn't had a C7 or a Corvette in general in the past. What we're gonna do here is press and hold that stop button or start stop button, press and hold it for 10 seconds. Just keep holding it and the car will come to life. Okay, so now, yep, you can let go now. Now we have, obviously, the car in its form where it's basically running without the actual engine running. So everything is ready to go. So from here, the first thing we want to try to fix is the seating arrangement because my dad did a really clever display of what the seat does that he doesn't like. Whenever you start the car, it lays back and basically goes into the previous owner's form that they liked. So we need to fix that first. So the first step, we're going to hit that home button right there. I'm going to have him do it so he remembers it. You just press it once and let go. Okay. So then we're going to hit settings, gear on the screen. And then we're going to scroll down. So just hit that blue arrow down. Yes. Yep. Or that will work too, yeah. Go to vehicle. Touch vehicle. Here? Yep. Then let's go to comfort and convenience. Auto memory recall. We're going to go ahead and turn that off.
Hit it again?
Yep. Then hit the back arrow. Then we're going to go to easy exit options. We're going to turn that off. Then hit the back arrow. And then we're going to go back to the home, so hit that home button down at the bottom. Then we're going to press the start stop button again, which will shut off the car. And now just let go. Yep. And now open your door. Just open it and close it. All right, so you're probably asking right now, well, Justin, I thought we wanted these settings on. You do, but we got to set the exit and the entry options while those options are turned off or else they won't stick. So now, over on the door, you'll see the set 1 and 2, and then what looks like a little car with the door open. That's basically your exit. So, put the seat, you want the seat all the way back. How you like to get into this car, put the seat at that point. So,
it's there.
Is the steering wheel all the way up?
Yes.
So this is how you like to get in?
Yes.
Okay, now you got to hit set, and then the exit button almost immediately. So set, boom, and hold.
It's this and this.
Yep, hit set and then press and hold the exit thing. Okay, let go. That beep means that's now your exit seating situation. So now put the seat where you want it while you're driving. Do you want the seat up that high?
Yes.
Okay.
I like it that high. Okay, that's where I want.
How about the steering wheel? You could probably put that down a little bit.
I do.
Yep.
Right there.
That's good?
Yep.
Okay, so now you're going to do the same thing over there. You're going to hit set and then 1. And hold 1 when you do it. Set, then press and hold. Okay, so now exit and entry is set. So now we're going to press and hold that start button again for 10 seconds. And once this comes on, we're going to go in here, go into settings again. And scroll down and go to vehicle once more. And then into comfort and convenience again. And auto memory recall. And we're going to turn this on at ignition. Nope. The bottom one, yep. Oh. Then go back. Then go to easy exit options. And turn that on. Hit it again. And then go back. And mind you guys, that thing right there. Does not make this super comfortable. So after that, go ahead and hit the power again. Nope, just let go. Now when you press the door button to get out, it should go back into your...
Do it?
Yep. And there it is. So it's going back into your pre-programmed exit. Yep.
Because it's lower.
And then whenever you close the door and press that start button, yeah, it's because you must have that programmed to the other. So press and hold 1. Well, here, let me take this out of gear. You guys are good to go. Is the e-brake on?
I think.
Yeah, it is now. So press and hold that. It should take you to your position. That's good?
Yeah.
Now do the same thing. Hit set and hold number 2. Yep. Nope, that was too slow. So go back, hold number 1 again. Now press set and number 2 really quickly. No, you got to hold number 2. Yep, set and then hold. Okay. So sometimes that might be an issue because this key is programmed to either 1 or 2 on that door, and this one is obviously programmed to number 2. So now both of them are the same. So when you start and stop the car, it's going to give you the easy exit options. So when you shut it off and open up that door, it'll lay back, so it's real easy to get into. When you start the car up, it will move forward so you're able to drive cleanly. So any of you guys who have a C7 who needed to know that, now you do. All right, so another thing we just did was just program some favorites. So basically the home address in the GPS here, that's relatively self-explanatory. I'm not going to show you that because I don't want to include a bunch of addresses that shouldn't be seen, but you get the idea. We're slowly but surely getting my dad acquainted with his C7 Corvette. Now, the other thing we're going to do today is change the oil, like I said, because the car is used. You never know. Even though the dash isn't saying to change the oil, it's a good idea to go ahead and change the oil. So I've showed you guys that in the past. I'll kind of throw some of it in here, but ultimately we're going to put this thing up on race ramps and start changing the oil. So like I said, guys, it's pretty hot, but you can also see over there the remnants of whatever's happening in Canada is literally blowing down here into Pennsylvania too. There's just like a weird haze over everything, and it smells kind of smoky out here. So that, on top of the fact that it's almost 100 degrees out here, I guess it's good Corvette weather, right? It's better than snow. It's better than snow. And that's why you like race ramps. If you guys are interested in those race ramps, check out the link in the description down below. Gets the car up in the air for a nice, easy oil change, and it does it that quickly. Okay, so pretty easy process here, guys. We got a drain pan and a 15 millimeter on a socket wrench down there. We're gonna go down there, start draining some oil and change the oil filter out. Kind of what I suspected, it's not the right oil filter. Not that it's a gigantic problem, but it's one of those things where it should have an AC Delco filter on it. We're gonna put an AC Delco filter on it. That's how it should be. So one of the biggest benefits to changing the oil and doing this kind of stuff yourself is knowing it's done right. So that's what we're doing. All right, so first step, that's a 15 millimeter right there. We'll crack that loose, let it drain. Then there's a second 15 millimeter back on that side, and then the oil filter in the back. We're gonna take all those off, let them drain, and then put it all back together. All right, we got it broken loose. Now, like I said, it's super hot out here today, and this car was just recently driven, so I'm gonna do my best to not melt my face off. All right, there it is. Actually, that does look like relatively fresh oil. So this was probably changed. It doesn't matter because, like I said, it's still, just because it's fresh oil doesn't mean it's the right oil. So that's what they call liquid gold right there, fellas. But like I said, we're kind of getting my dad acclimated with the C7. First step with any used car, in my opinion, should be an oil change. Even if you're pretty certain it was done and it was done correctly, it's always good to know. And while that is dripping, we're going to go ahead and remove these arrow flap things. They look stupid and they just get in the way. There are a couple 7mm bolts. We're going to pop those off. You might lose 0.001 miles per gallon, but I'm not worried about that. They don't look good. Just like that, they're off. 3 7mm bolts, and it looks way better without them. So next we're going to go ahead and loosen up that secondary drain plug for the dry sump on the Z51 here. Take out that oil filter, and then we're pretty much ready to go. So hopefully this kind of helps you guys out. I know some of you out there have just recently got some C7s, and these are awesome cars. Super easy to work on yourselves. So like I said, drain plugs are 15mm. There's 2 of them if you have a Z51 or a Z06 and up. And then the oil filter in the back is usually AC Delco. You can do Mobil 1s or Purilators for the most part. I haven't seen what that is yet, but it's a white oil filter, which I know right off the bat is not correct. So we'll spin that off and get the right stuff on here. Put the right Mobil 1 5W30 because this is a 2015. So you don't have to use the 0W40. And personally, I like the weight of 5W30 a little bit better anyway. That's what we'll put back in. This car will take about 9.2 quarts. I like to keep it around 9.2 just because you don't want to overfill it because that extra oil ends up in your intake. I've seen it. And one of the mods we'll probably end up doing on this car at some point for my dad is a catch cam. You guys know how I feel about catch cams. All right, we're going to go ahead and put this cap or this plug back in. And then we'll just go ahead and wipe any residual oil off here. We don't want to make a mess. Tighten that one up. Doesn't have to be superhuman kind of torque. We'll just snug it up because this is just going into aluminum, so we'll just give it a quick snug. There you go. And then the dry sump plug is over here, so we gotta slide this back a little bit, and I like to use a ratcheting wrench on this one because it's a little tighter in here. All right, so oil filter's draining. We're gonna spin that off. All right, we'll let that drain for a second, and then we're gonna put the new filter in. All right, so we're gonna put a little bit of oil on the new filter gasket here. That's just to make sure it doesn't get stuck. Kinda eyeball it, looks pretty good. We'll wipe down the area up here just to make sure all the old oil is off. And then we'll go ahead and put on the new filter. Okay, so we drained the first plug, the dry sump plug, and changed the filter. So we're done down here. We can go up top now and start adding some oil in. All right, so up top now, obviously this is the dry sump location. Again, I've talked about these things in the past, but these things are really awesome. If you look at the bottom here, it actually has the same connection point that the stock drain plug does, or oil cap does. If you see, it's got the rubber seal on there and everything. You can literally just turn it in just like you would the oil cap, and now it's sealed in there. We can dump the oil in. There's no way it's going to leak. Check these out in the description down below. Love these things. I actually have one for GM vehicles and one for Mopar stuff. And then again, since this is a 2015, we can put 5W30 in it. The extended performance from Mobil 1, super good oil. Synthetic, basically. You can get them on Amazon for like 26 bucks for the 5-quart jug. You're gonna obviously need 2 of them to do an oil change here, but you're around $52 all in, plus your oil filters, another 10 bucks. You can technically do this oil change for around $60. So great oil, good filters, and you're doing it yourself so you know it's done right. And we got about 9.2 quarts in there, so we are ready to start buttoning this thing up. Okay, all the oil is in, and we're ready to start the car, check for leaks, and let it warm up to the point where we can check the dipstick to make sure we've got enough oil in there. And I'm also going to show my dad how to reset the oil life monitor. So let's do it. All right. So I'm not seeing any oil spills, so that's good. So with the car running, press on the, see the D-pad, the arrows? No, on the steering wheel. Yep, so let's press to the left.
This.
Yep, press that. Go up. Hit select the center button. Now go down. Keep going down until you see oil life. Right there. Press and hold select on the steering wheel.
This.
Yep, press and hold it until it beeps. Now let go. Now we're at 100% again. It's that easy on a C7. So we're ready to go. All right, so that's pretty much going to wrap this thing up. The C7 Stingray now has a perfect fresh oil change. Race ramps always come huge in handy here. And yeah, we got Mobil 1 5W30 in there. Like I said, guys, I wanted to show my dad a couple different things with the car. Maybe even you learned something if you're a C7 guy. Some of the seat programming options are kind of vague from factory. Another thing I meant to put in there is you really want to use that e-brake. When the e-brake's on, the seats work better. Don't ask me why. That's just kind of a thing I've noticed. If the e-brake's on, the seats work every time. If it's not on, they work sometimes, which is weird. But either way, that's pretty much it, guys. So if you enjoyed the little bit of C7 content, smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't yet. And as always, stay obsessed. There you go. See? Seat's working.